Dysphagia impacts residents physically as well as emotionally, affecting their quality of life, their food intake, and ultimately their health outcomes. It is vitally important that Puree foods be as attractive and tasty as possible. With Lyons ReadyCare Instant Food Thickener, we can help you make puree meals that are easy and attractive. And as you will see, just a few simple techniques can make a big difference in the eye appeal of puree meals. The National Dysphagia Diet provides guidelines for preparing texture-modified diets that can be safely swallowed. The Level 1 or pureed diet consists of foods that have a pudding-like or mashed potato consistency. All foods must be smooth and free of lumps. Let's begin with puree meats. When pureeing meats, start with pre-cooked meat and weigh out the desired number of portions. It's important to remember that meats require the addition of a liquid in order to achieve a smooth consistency. The amount of liquid needed can vary according to the dryness of the meat, poultry, or fish. Our food and beverage thickening chart provides guidelines for amounts of liquid and instant food thickener to use for pureeing meats. Or measure the liquid and thickener according to your standardized recipe. Process the meat in a food processor to a very fine consistency. Add the required amount of liquid and continue to process. Gradually add more liquid as needed until the puree is very smooth. Add the thickener and reprocess, scraping down the sides as needed to achieve a moist mashed potato consistency. You may need to add a little more liquid or thickener to achieve your desired consistency. Reheat the pureed meat to 165 degrees Fahrenheit and hold at or above 135 degrees until ready to serve. The easiest way to shape pureed meat is to simply serve it with a scoop and garnish with a drizzle of sauce, gravy, or condiment. But even better, use a spatula to flatten the scoop into a patty. You may need to spray the bottom of the spatula with food release to prevent sticking. Or how about a sandwich? This hot chicken sandwich features a scoop of pureed chicken over a slice of crustless bread that has been slurried with hot gravy. This burger patty is served over our puree bread mix. Small scoops can also be used to make meatballs. This is perfect for dishes like Italian meatballs served over puree pasta. Or serve chicken over puree rice and garnish with gravy. Small scoops also work well for dishes like beef stew. Refer to your recipe for appropriate scoop size. Still another option is to layer pureed meats into a casserole, such as this casserole of pureed turkey, stuffing, and potatoes. A sprinkling of paprika adds a nice finishing touch. When pureeing fruits and vegetables, no extra liquid is needed. Simply puree the food and add ReadyCare Instant Food Thickener to achieve the correct consistency. To make pureed vegetables, start with cooked, well-drained vegetables. Measure out the desired number of half-cup portions. Place the vegetables in a food processor and process until smooth. Add ReadyCare Instant Thickener according to the thickening chart and reprocess for 20 to 30 seconds, scraping down the sides as needed. Be sure to follow safe food handling guidelines for reheating and holding prior to service. Again, the easiest way to serve is to simply scoop the puree onto the plate or into a ramekin. Add interest by drizzling with a sauce such as these carrots with our cinnamon dessert sauce. Or serve a mixed or swirled scoop, as in these peas and carrots. Dividing a single portion into smaller scoops or plating the puree with a spoon to create shapes and patterns is still another way to add visual appeal. To make pureed fruit, drain the fruit and measure your desired number of half-cup portions. Place in a food processor and process until smooth. Add ReadyCare Instant Thickener according to the thickening chart and reprocess for 20 to 30 seconds. What was once a shapeless sauce now has a much more pleasing and cohesive consistency. Be sure to follow safe food handling guidelines for chilling and holding prior to service. Serve pureed fruits in a pretty dish with a sprinkling of complementary spice such as cinnamon, or top with a sprinkling of fruit-flavored gelatin. Or drizzle with one of our dessert sauces, such as these pureed peaches with raspberry dessert sauce. We hope these tips help you create simple and cost-effective puree meals that please the eye as well as the palate. Give your residents with dysphagia the very best nutrition care with Lyons ReadyCare Instant Thickener for purely amazing results every time.